MLB Network has baseball coming your way from the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Ought to be a good one here between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Mets. It's Interleague Baseball on MLB Network. Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
At the plate, Cedric Mullins. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Baltimore, the center fielder, number 3.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it's fouled away.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there. Our temperature a very comfortable 72 degrees as we get things started. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Swing and he pops him up, but this will land untouched.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Fastball, strike 3 called, and he's caught looking to begin the afternoon. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, you know they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 spot right now. I love guys that can run, and this guy has great speed. We'll see in this game if he gets a chance to use it, and if he does, you're going to be really impressed. He can really make an impact on a game with his wheels.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and the switch hitter Jonathan VR will be the next to bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Jonathan VR goes down for out number 2 in the top half. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now here's the pitch. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
19, Chris David.
Here's Chris Davis now. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
These are the moments you can't relax. You never know when you're going to be able to score a few runs off a great pitcher. Here's the spot right here early. Have to find a way. You're happy with 1, but if someone can catch a gap, this game could get out of hand pretty quick.
The 0-1 offering. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Just don't understand the game plan right here. Walking up to home plate, you had to think you could potentially be pitched around. But now you find yourself down 0-2, and it's a battle.
Ready on 0-2. Fouled off. A pause, and the 0-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Danger averted following the two-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Alex Cobb is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Baltimore. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. 0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in to get those guys to respect it and open up that outer half of the plate.
The 1-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
I'm not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the bar of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. A 1-0 delivery. Lifted in the air to center field. Moving under it, Mullins. And that's the first out of the inning. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, you better keep an eye on Robinson Cano as this game moves along. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
He's set, and the pitch. In there at the knees, strike 1. Cano waiting on the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Lays off the splitter that time, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Mancini has a play. 2 gone. second here with 2 away. And next is the catcher, Wilson Ramos. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Two balls and no strikes to Ramos. Nimmo at second with 2 down. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Ball even at 2-2.
You see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Mullins ranging back, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So it's a 2-run shot to right center as the Mets are out in front now, 2-0.
I can tell you one thing, you might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Into the box, Michael Conforto.
The right fielder, Michael
Fouled away.
Conforto.
A 1 pitch on its way. Taken but called a strike. Conforto tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. Two out, nobody on. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
1 and 2.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 2-0 New York. In now for the O's, Rio Ruiz. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
In there for strike 1.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
The windup and the 0-1. Not the best changeup there, an easy take. The 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And let's focus on Wilson Ramos. He's an absolute brick wall behind the plate, and if you miss middle over the heart of the plate, he could turn it around with a 3-run bomb.
Digging in now, Joey Rickard, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. Rosario brings it in, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 7, the shortstop, Alcides Escobar.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Escobar, the former Royal, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped him up. Smith waits on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They trail things here 2-0. So digging in now, J.D. Davis. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hit hard down the line, and this will find its way to the 335 sign.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many breaking ball ambushes in the game anymore. He had to know that pitch was coming.
Now at the plate, Dominic Smith. Offering on its way. A ball and no strikes.
Well, this second inning is not starting out any better than the first was. He just might not have it in this one.
The 1-0 delivery. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, talk about a rough one for this guy. Falls behind in the first inning and back-to-back singles here in the second. This could be a short night for this pitcher.
Yeah, they're passing the baton on the offensive side, putting it on this pitcher early.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Rosario, 23 years old. This is his second year as a major leaguer. Now the 2-0 home. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
A 3-ball, 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
3-2, full count. Davis at second, Smith at first with no outs. This is line to left. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Now at the plate, Jacob deGrom. He could really open this lead up early if he can deliver here with the bases loaded. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop-up strikeout. Something to get you back in this inning.
The 0-1 on its way. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And I want to talk about shortstop Alcides Escobar. This guy's a premium defender. He's been that way his whole career. A former World Series champion. The ability to go up the middle and to the backhand with a strong arm.
Digging in, Brandon Nimmo. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
2 balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the bases loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
He's set, and the 2-0 pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. The 2-1 home. Pitch is popped up. Ruiz has room in foul territory. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get to it. Escobar. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco.
Leading off for the Orioles, the catcher, Chance Sisco.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. Hot shot down the line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. Throw into second. And a good decision to push it that time. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Batting ninth.
That was some great situational hitting there after surveying the field to see what the defense was giving him. The third baseman was well off the line, and he had no chance to make a play as he sprays it down the left field line for a two-bagger.
Stepping in now, Alex Cobb. Now a bunt attempt here, but this is foul for the first strike. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball one. And they'll try to get the man to third as he puts this one down. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to third with a bunt, that's exactly how you want to do it. Make the third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first. That was very well executed.
Into the box now, Cedric Mullins. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. In there, strike two.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Here it comes, 0-2. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Cisco takes his lead at third with 1 away. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
The 1-2 pitch. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
In now, Jonathan Villar. As he'll take a look at ball one. Villar, formerly property of the Milwaukee Brewers. He was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Orioles leave 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. Digging in to try it again, Jeff McNeil. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted in the air to center. Mullins moves over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Number 24, second baseman, Robinson.
So 1 man gone for the Mets in the third, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Record number 40, Wilson.
pitcher Wilson Ramos. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
Runner, yes, yes.
As a look, now the pitch. There goes Cano. And he popped him up. In there, a base hit. He'll get it into second, but now a throw from the outfield will get him. How slow can you be?
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
J.D. Davis the next at bat, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses. Three and 0 now.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Ramos on second. Conforto at first. 2 out in the inning. 3-1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholding a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
And a full count now. 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Ready for another chance? Dominic Smith, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First pitch on its way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Knuckle curve is off the bottom edge. 2 balls and no strikes.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
He's just thrashing out there right now. I don't think he knows where anything is going.
The 3-0 pitch. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
Out of the stretch, the 3-1 home. Full count now, 3-2. 2 out, bases loaded. And he fouls this one off. The payoff pitch. Hit hard to the right side. Foul.
is a great example of what happens when you can't find the strike zone. The first walk of the inning looked harmless enough, but this one brings a runner home. Self-inflicted wounds are always the hardest to swallow.
So stepping in, Ahmed Rosario. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way.
At the ball.
Fastball just misses. That's ball one.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. One run scores. And the runner from second is in to score. Now a 5-0 lead.
Now batting, the pitcher, Jacob.
Man, this is just not what he had in mind when the skipper gave him the ball in this one. He's given up 8 hits, and we're not even out of the third inning. He's getting exposed a little bit here.
Now here comes the Oriole manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he has signaled to the bullpen. That's going to be all for his starter, Alex Cobb. So he'll beat an early retreat here this afternoon, as he could never really get into the flow of the ball game. Mike Wright Jr. is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Mike Wright Jr.
So here's the Mets pitcher, Jacob deGrom. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning, Matt. A hit here could really fire up that dugout.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll lay off a first pitch sinker, missing down and in for a ball. 1-0. That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
2-0 count. The pitch pops this one up. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Center fielder.
Hey, I'm not surprised right here. This pitcher mixed in a knock. Playing in the National League, he gets way more opportunity to work on his craft from the offensive side of the ball. NL pitchers definitely have an advantage in these interleague games.
Ready for another shot now. Brandon Nimmo. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. 3 runs already home here. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So they do get 3 that inning. That's the good news. The bad news is they leave 3 men on base. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Mets 5 and the Orioles nothing. Digging in, Trey Mancini.
Leading off for Baltimore.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
So the base is empty here with one away. And up next, the left-handed power bat of Chris Davis. Here comes the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And that's the second out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Rio Ruiz.
Now batting, Rio Ruiz. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Swing and a miss, 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. High fly ball out to deep right field. Conforto going back on it, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
Yeah, they're still down a few, but a solo shot will make them feel a lot better about themselves. They're not being shut out, and now they know they can get to this guy.
Now batting.
That'll bring in Joey Rickard.
Joey Rickard.
He'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes now. And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Orioles get one back on the solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Mets 5 and the Orioles 1. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Mickey Callaway, the Mets skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi. At the plate, Jeff McNeil. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Here's Robbie Cano now. Last time through was a base hit. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Off the plate,
a fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. McNeil on at first. Nobody out.
Runner!
He's running. That's to the left and foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
5-1 our score as we play the 4th here. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Into the box, Wilson Ramos, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. There's 1 on to first, and they get the double play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out, but the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here it comes, 1-0. Hit hard up the middle. Villar is there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Mets 5 and the Orioles 1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said that they're playing right into the pitcher's game plan today by expanding the strike zone way too often. Instead of swinging at pitches in the strike zone that they can do something with, they're often chasing at pitches out of the zone, which is resulting in a lot of their outs. Going forward, they have to start being more selective, guys.
Thank you, Heidi.
The shortstop, Alcides Escobar.
Here's the first pitch to him. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. That's strike two on a well-placed changeup around the knees. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Nope,
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
One and two.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
Well, I think after that foul away, this pitcher can go almost anywhere he wants. That pitch was way off the plate and off speed. I'm surprised he even offered it that one.
Hit softly on the ground to third. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Chance Cisco.
Striding in once again, Chance Cisco. First delivery to him on the way. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
Hey, I don't care what league you're in, American, National, if you're playing on Mars. If you get a heater down the middle of the plate as an 8-hole hitter, you better be swinging the bat.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
The 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. Rosario's got it. And there's out number 2.
The pitcher, number 43, Mike Wright Jr. Your attention,
Trumbo
please.
will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Mark Trumbo.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're down 5-1. Tanner Scott, a 6'2" left-hander, jogs in to take over on the hill.
Number 66, Tanner Scott.
Into the box, J.D. Davis.
Leading up for the Mets, the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled off. Scott is at least partially known for his big power slider. A lot of break on that pitch, but what makes it unique is how hard he's able to throw it. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Now batting, first baseman, Dominic.
So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that'll bring up the left-handed bat of Dominic Smith. From the stretch. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen.
The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Pitch is swung on and hit toward VR at second. Fielded cleanly. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away. Stepping into the box, Ahmed Rosario. In his last appearance, he singled home a pair of runs. First pitch on its way. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
Hit out towards second. And this sails right over Davis's head.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his 3rd knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his 3rd knock of the game, that's awesome.
Here comes the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to Davis, takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Mets leave 1. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cedric Mullins. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Ramos gathers it, and the throw is there to record the first out.
The batter,
Well, you know
two,
you made a real nice
second
pitch when
base,
you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Into the box now, Jonathan Villar. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. No hits to this point. And a fastball upstairs here that runs it to 2-0. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. And there's the first strike, 2-1. And that misses up and in, 3-1.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Fouled away. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Well, these guys have had a hard time
Now
making
back,
contact
left
all
fielder,
game long, racking up a bunch of Ks, so
Mancini.
that's their first walk of the game. We'll see if that gets them going a bit.
So coming to the plate, Trey Mancini. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike 1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Runners on for second. Pitch is a called strike. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. On deck, the powerful Chris Davis. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
So striding in, Chris Davis, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
VR stands at second with 2 gone. 2 balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
Hit down the line at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Orioles. They're down here 5-1. Stepping in, Brandon Nimmo. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter.
Great pitch right there. As a pitcher, you don't want hitters to get too comfortable in that batter's box. That pitch in now might set up some pitch outside.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now. And he got him.
Now batting, number 6.
Ready once again, Jeff McNeil. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Mullins is there. 2 gone.
Up next for the Mets, the second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left. Strike 1. Here's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Down in order go the Mets. They're up 5-1. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Rio Ruiz will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Now the 1-0 is a low changeup that's laid off. Three and 0 now. That one's in there, 3-1. And a good take there, as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Coming to the plate now, Joey Rickard. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
No balls and a strike to count. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. On the ground for Cano. This could be 2. One there. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
In now, Alcides Escobar. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Nope.
Change up low, 2-0. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Line to the right side. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch to retire the side. A fine sliding catch here will take us to break. The 3 of us are back with more following this. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Pedro Araujo gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
And batting in the 6th spot, number 38, Pedro Araujo. Now playing right field and batting 9, number 25.
Striding into the box, Wilson Ramos. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
First pitch on its way. Hit on the ground to short. There is Escobar. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Stepping in, Michael Conforto. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 0-1 on its way. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. 1 out, nobody on. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Hit sharply on the ground. Escobar fields it cleanly, and an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Those jump throws are always some of the most exciting plays you'll see. So here it is again with Show Track. Shows off some great range, and it's still somehow able to get a lot behind the throw as his momentum was taking him the other way. Not everybody can make that play. Standing in now, J.D. Davis. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. The windup and the 0-1. This pitch is popped up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Coming to the plate now, Chance Sisco. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. The 0-2 delivery. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
The 1-2. Still 1-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game. And the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. Standing in, Anthony Santander, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there, 0-1. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. And he misses with it, 1-1. And it's fouled away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. In tight with the slider, 2-2. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Cedric Mullins. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
First delivery to him on the way. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They're down 5-1. In now, Dominic Smith. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
And he takes ball 1. One and 2 to Dominic Smith.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
The 1-2. Down the first baseline. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Next up for New York, Ahmed Rosario, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. First offering on its way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Swinging a soft liner, and he'll get over to Matt. Kicks off his glove. How did he do that? And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. Juan Lagares will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 12.
And they'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball, 1-0. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. The throw to third. But too late, and he's safe at third. Well, close play at third that time, but he really used his speed to make it first to third on that base hit. Show track tells us he was really moving, and it seems like that made all the difference. Into the box, Brandon Nimmo, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. And he misses 2-1. Runners are at the corners with one man out. The slider is laid off on the inside as it just misses the zone.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Count remains full. Full count still. The next 3-2. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Into the box now, Jeff McNeil, as he hits one on a line to left field. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around to score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Row. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
Cano waits on the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Well, late in a game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Lagares over at second. McNeil on at first with 2 down. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is off the plate, up and away.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2-ball, 2-strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch.
Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd out of the inning.
Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. 9th inning coming up. The Mets lead it 6-1. Justin Wilson comes on from the bench. Top of the 9th.
Number 38, Justin.
So striding forward now, Jonathan Villar. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Leading off for Baltimore, the second baseman, Jonathan Villar.
First pitch on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Down and away, ball 1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Hey, only allowed 3 hits in this one, kept the hitters off balance, and was a lot of fun to watch.
Striding in, Trey Mancini. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Fastball in there for a called strike. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Line drive to left. McNeil is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Number 19, Chris Davis.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Chris Davis, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. Here's the 0-1. And there's ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
Count even at 2-2. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Lifted the other way to left center. Calling for it, McNeil makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
6-1 the final tally today. The Mets jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jacob deGrom pitches well enough to get the W. Alex Cobb couldn't work out of the 3rd inning, taking the loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 6 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. The winning pitcher is Jacob DeGrom. The loss goes to Alex Cobb. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 5 minutes.